is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's me, it's Stevie B. But you knew that already. I got this box in the mail. I'm going to call it a mystery box because I have no freaking idea what it is. Says from Dugan in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. It's probably a mystery box that I ordered, but man, there is something heavy and clunky in this thing. So I don't know if he sent me a bomb or what, but so let me do this real quick first and get my address label off here so y'all don't stalk me. I see y'all. I know y'all. Y'all. Everybody wants pieces of Stevie B, but hey. Anyway, we're just gonna open it up, and then when I figure out what it is, I will put a link in the description for it. But I'm just curious as hell what is clunking around in this box because I didn't order anything but comic books. So unless it's some kind of bonus thank you or somebody didn't like a review and sent me a brick, you never know. There is a note in here. Okay, it says, "Hello, Steve. Thank you for your purchase. Wanted to let you and your viewers know how I select the comics to send out. I have my wife flip over about 30 books and I choose 20 of them. Whichever get flipped gets sent to you. Anyway, thanks again and I hope you enjoy the lot. Can't wait to see your video. P.S. Start from Mr. Miracle and go down." Alright, well there's an order. I guess the clunkiness is just because there is no it's just the book sliding around. They are all bagged and boarded, so that's good. Hopefully doesn't look like there's any box damage, so the mailman didn't kick it down the road but the mailman is actually somebody is a regular customer where I work, so maybe he takes a little better care of me. But anyway, okay, so as he said, we'll start from Mr. Miracle and go down. We have Mr. Miracle #1. And you know what? I'm not really familiar with Mr. Miracle. I heard of him, but I've never read any of his books. So, hey, we'll check it out. And this one's upside down. Okay, the Adventures of Superman, number 500. I think this makes about the third one of these I got, but not a bad one to have duplicates of. I think I have the actual variant cover with that weird square white piece on front of it. So this is like the first appearance of about 50 people. It's actually the first appearance, I think, of Connor Kent, Superboy, the Eradicator, John Henry Irons, and Hank Henshaw as Cyborg. I think they all make their first appearance in this book. So not a bad one. I actually had this book. 0 Hour Number 0. Crisis in Time. Blank cover. I actually had all the 0 Hour books, and so this is kind of cool. And this is 90s, so I don't even remember half the crap I read in the 0 Hour. But all right. And Legends of the Dark Knight number 11. I had the run of them. I was a Batman fan, so I had all the legends. Had all the Shadow of the Bats. I had them all. No. Okay, I'm not, but I'm have to look this one up. But you know me, I don't read X-Men, so I'm ignorant to a lot of it. But X-Men number 6, and it says Along Came Sabretooth. Immediately my brain says that's not the first appearance, but the way they worded it, but I'm sure it's not. Okay, it goes back a little further. This is an oldie. Um, Marvel Comics Group. Man, this is oldie. This is 40 cents. This is 1980. Ghost Rider. Number 46. Okay, there it is. But that is an oldie there. 1980. And it's in pretty decent condition. I mean, it's 30 years old, so, you know. Or it's almost 40 years old, actually. So, then Punisher War Journal, number 18. Another pretty old one. This is, yeah. So, that's cool. Start for, he wanted me to go in this order, so there must be a reason. I know these books are really popular. There's a lot of people that like them. The war comics I just never got into, but his Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 163. And again, it's an old book, probably 80s or like early 90s maybe, but that's in pretty good condition. The spine's in good condition. It's got one crease. You can see it right down the whole front of that, but for being as old as it is, it's not in bad shape. All right, and we got X-Force number 9. It's cool artwork. Okay, make room to get some more comics in here. Man, running out of. I need to go. I'm gonna go today and get me another box. I gotta put some of this stuff in here. All right, the Mighty Thor number 466. It's all right, not bad. Oops, stand up. Ooh, all right. I'm digging this. I don't really think this is one of the key issues, but it's part of a key storyline. So, Maximum Carnage, the Spectacular Spider-Man 203, and that's a cool Carnage cover. That's some 90s goodness right there. A little bit, it's old, but it's got some color breaks on the spine. It's not in bad shape though. Pretty cool. Is this what? Oh, okay. No, this isn't what. But this is kind of cool. This is a crossover. I didn't even know this. There was a crossover for this, but it's When Worlds Collide, or Worlds Collide number 14. This issue, A World Dies. I'm gonna guess it's not DC, but it's DC and Milestone Comics, but crossover event. So that's pretty cool. Static number 14. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Static probably bites it in that one, but Batman number 604. But yeah, kind of cool. Anything Batman, I'm down. Okay, my holder's getting full, and they're just gonna start falling over the place. Whoops. Okay, Batman was in good condition, and then I threw it in the floor like an idiot. So, all right. Anyway. I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never. This is weird cover. But The Outsiders is no more. Is just the people's heroes. Is no more outsiders. Is just the people's heroes. Little Russian thing going on there. Like I said, pretty weird, but okay. Ooh, cool. Batman, Superman, or Superman, Batman, whichever one you want to put first. But number 15, that's a cool Superman, Wonder Woman cover. Pretty nice. Ooh, some early Suicide Squad, number 7. That's cool. Suicide Squad number 7. That's some early stuff there. Nice. All right, I'm not going to call him Cable this time. I called him Cable last time because the font on the cover of Cage and Cable are almost identical. But anyway, it's Cage #1. Pretty cool. Ooh, all right. I'm not going to look at the comic, but as you can see, it's a little certificate of authenticity. Comic Book Adventure proudly presents the signed Scarlet Witch 2. This item has been signed by Mark McKenna. All right. Scarlet Witch #2, signed by Mark McKenna. Right there, right across her leg. All right, nice little signed comic. Little bonus. Is this an early? X-Force #11. This is Domino revealed. Early Domino appearance? But it's got Deadpool. Pool. Dead. Love it. Okay, well, he spoiled this one. He spoiled this one for me, but the origin of Firestorm, 1978. Firestorm, the Nuclear Man, #1. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. All right, well, and that wraps it up. It was a 20-book lot. I remember who this is now. That I right offhand I don't remember the seller, his seller ID, but I will link him. I will link his eBay site in the comment section as always. And first, let's just talk about these books. All right, guys. Now, when you buy a mystery book, a box, you don't expect, especially when you buy one. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking I paid like $10 and plus shipping for this. I'll check it out when we do the values. I will go back and look him up, and then I will shout him out, and then I'll tell you what I paid, and then give you a value. But this is how you do it, guys. I mean, this thing isn't full of keys, issues. But it's got good books, desirable books, in good condition, all bagged and boarded. I don't mind dollar bin diving, for some good books. These are great books, even without looking up the value. They're interesting to me. That's cool. The origin story of and the Firestorm #1 and with his origin. That's awesome, man. I mean, and I haven't even looked into these. I got Cage #1, an early Suicide Squad. He's got a nice mixture of current books and some classics. Threw me in a signed comic and a nice little key. So, Joe, thank you, man. You've restored my faith in mystery boxes after the last one I got. But I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. I think I got some great books out of there. And that being said, I will find out where his site is so I can link it and shout him out, and we'll tally these up to see if we can learn a few things about him that I didn't know, and we'll come back in a flash. All right, we are back, and we put Mr. Joe Dugan through the ringer on eBay. You know how we do. And I got to tell you, man, I'm pleasantly surprised. Here's his information. He is, and like I said, I forgot to cover. I'm gonna cover up my address here, but it is Joe Duga 3, and I paid $8 plus $5 shipping for a total of $13 for 20 comic books. Now let's go. Some of you are a lot more have a lot more knowledge than I do of comic books and already know that I did very well. So anyway, let's start it off. We all know Superman, The Adventures of Superman 500. First cameo of Eradicator, Superboy, Connor Kent, Superboy, and Hank Henshaw, Cyborg. It's a $2 book for this variant. 0 Hour. Again, it's a dollar bin book. You know that you can still find them pretty cheap, but still a cool book. That was a cool storyline from what I remember of it. And same with Legends of the Dark Knight. This whole series didn't do very well. You know, I mean, you can get the entire run of Legends of the Dark Knight probably for, you know, $30 anymore. But so, you know, they didn't hold value very well. They didn't really release a whole lot of keys out of them. But I enjoyed reading them though. They were good stories. But X-Men number 6, and yeah, even though that kind of leads you to think that maybe it was an early appearance, but yeah, I knew it was too new. But it's only about a $2 book. I smudged all my. Oh my gosh, I actually smudged all the. Anyway, this Ghost Rider number 46 was about a $3 book. I smudged them. I think not all of them though. Okay, Punisher War Journal number 18, about a $2 book. Sergeant Fury number 163 was about a $3 book. I'm mad because I smudged my notes on the back. X-Force number 9 was about a $2 book. Don't worry, it gets better. Mighty Thor number 464, dollar bill. Maximum Carnage number 203, it's about a $3 book. In that condition, about a 3. It's got some pretty bad spine ticks on them, but so in that condition, I've seen them go up as high as 5, but in that condition, it's about $3. But you get the idea. Worlds Collide Static number 14, about a $5 book. Interesting though. Batman number 604. Just a $2 book. The Outsiders number 10. You can find it in the dollar bin pretty much. Same with Superman Batman number 15. I've found it on there for $1. The Early Suicide Squad. Thought it'd be worth a little more than that. It's in good condition, but it's only worth $4. And Cable number 1 is worth about $7. X-Force number 11. Y'all already know what I didn't know, and I should have known because he wrote it on the back, but that's where I had my hand when I was holding the comic book up and didn't see it. This is the first full appearance of Domino, and it's about a $20 book. So that book right there more than paid. More than almost doubled what I gave for the box. So, and there's more. I actually found Scarlet Witch number 2 signed, and it was going or they were asking $27 for it. I couldn't find a sold one. They were asking 27 bucks for it. So, and this Firestorm number 1, the origin of Firestorm, is a $15 book, and this is in great condition. And this one kind of shocked me. Mr. Miracle number 1 of, it's part 1 of 12 part mini series, maxi series, whatever you want to call it. But it's $15 book. You can't touch it for under 15 bucks. That was the lowest price I could find for it, and it went up to one I saw for 50 bucks. But this one is in excellent condition. So yeah. So all in all, I'm fixing to go online. Now, it was a blind buy. Joe had no recent feedback on his channel. He will now, or on his eBay site. He didn't have any recent feedback, and I usually don't buy from anyone who doesn't have any solid history with eBay. But I'm going to go on there and I'm going to order from him again, because those are great books. Give me just a second and I will total them up for you. So, yeah. I added them up, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and order another one of these real quick before he before he realizes, holy crap, what have I done? But I got $120 worth of value out of that. Just adding them up. Yeah, there's most of them are dollar bin books, but the few that he gave me that weren't were pretty big hitters. I mean, the first appearance of Domino. I mean, seriously, that alone, that's a key. This Mr. Miracle, I don't know why it's so expensive, but it is. I mean, the first Firestorm book, that's a key. And the signed Scarlet Witch number 2, but this one I think is going to be my favorite. The first appearance of Domino. It's a $20 book, but that is probably the biggest key in there, and the one that I'm excited the most about, and the one I will hang on to about. So, again, before he raises the prices, there you go, Joe Duga 3 on eBay, $20 or 20 books for $8 plus $5 shipping. Fantastic deal. I'm gonna go get off here and I'm gonna order another one. Like I said, before he raises the prices. But now that you've seen what he's offering, don't let the lack of feedback on there intimidate you. He's a great seller, great quality stuff. Give him a shot. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But that's going to do it for this episode. So, me and the Comic Cleaver, until we hack open another one, we will see you next time. Peace.